All right, here we go with the problem set. All right, we're going to read these problems. Now, at any time, teachers, you want to pause and further explain something or just add your little perspective to the problem, by all means, do so. Kids, if you have any questions, raise your hand. Teacher will be more than happy to stop this video and then talk about what's going on and what your questions are, okay? All right, so and if you're at home, same thing. I'm going to go through this best I can and pause it, rewind it, do what you need to do, okay? So, start off with, we're going to solve using the RDW process. The RDW is read, draw, write, okay? So we'll give it a shot here. Over the summer, Kate earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. Period, stop. Okay, so I'm already seeing math here. I can't help my brain from thinking that Kate earned $180 each week for 7 weeks. So that's 7 groups of 180. I just hope you're seeing that. So I'm already starting to see this formulate in my head, okay? Next is, out of that money, she spent $375 on a new computer and $137 on new clothes, period, stop. I'm gonna read that again. Out of that money, she spent $375 on a new computer and $137 on new clothes. All right, how much money does she have left? Okay, I understand. So Kate made money over the summer, and then she spent that money on a computer and clothes. And this is how much she spent on a computer, and this is how much money she spent on clothes. Okay, so what we need to know is how much she has left, okay, to go spend on other things or to save it, okay? So I feel like I need to know, I feel like I know what I need to do. I need to find out the total amount of money, and then I need to figure out, she spent this amount right here. So I could subtract twice, or I could just add those together to find out the total amount that she spent and then subtract it from the total amount that she made. So let's give it a shot. Either way, I think we're at 3 steps here, okay? So I'm gonna draw this out a little bit. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna draw a big piece of tape, just like that. I'm gonna use this for my whole piece right here, okay? So what I want to do is say, all right, this up here is my 7 groups of 180, all right? That's the total amount that she made. And out of that money, she spent $137, and then backwards here, she spent $375 on a new computer, okay? So 137 was on clothes, okay, clothes, and this is on a computer, okay? And I need to find out the total amount there. So I have to add those together and end up finding this. So this is what I need to find here. This is the major part, okay? So I need to find out how much she made, and then subtract the amount she spent to find out this. Okay, so I'm gonna write this out in steps. Let's find out the total amount she made, okay? Because the more I talk, the more confusing it gets. So step 1 is to find out how much she made for those 7 weeks. So it's $180 times 7. Okay. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say 0 times 7, or 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 8. Remember what that is? It's 56. Put down the 6, carry the 5. 1 times 7 is 7, plus 5, that equals 12. So she made $1,260 over the summer. It's a good amount, okay? So now I just found out my total amount, okay? So now what I need to do is find out the total amount she spent, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do next. So I'm gonna figure out, so I know this whole length here is that she made $1,260. So now I need to find out the total of this. So my step 2. Step 2. Good. $375 she spent on the computer, and then she spent some on clothes, $137. Good. So together, I'm gonna add that. Okay, I'm gonna add that together to find out how total amount that she spent. 5 plus 7, that's 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 7 and 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 and 1 is 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, so she spent $512 on the computer and clothes. So that's how much here. I'll put arrows to this, okay? That's how much she spent. This is how much she had altogether, okay? Now that I know that this is how much she has altogether and this is how much she spent, I know how much she has left over. What's my third step here? Do you know? How am I going to use these two numbers to figure out how much she has left over? If you said subtract, you'd be correct. So I'm going to take the total amount she made minus the amount she spent, and I'll know how much she has left over. Simple as that. So here we go. 0 minus 2. Can't do it. So I'll cross out the 6, leave a 5. Make that a 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. 5 minus 1 is 4. And then 2 minus 5 I can't do. So I could cross out this one, make it a 0, make that a 12. Or I can just look at this and say, I got 12 right there. 12 minus 5, that's 7. Okay? $748. So then I write down in a sentence here, Kate has or had $748 left. Period. Okay? All right, 3-step problem. That was a lot. I did some multiplication, addition, and subtraction to solve that problem. Okay, so on to the next one. All right, we'll see how long this takes us to get through. Okay, I'm not worried about all the problems I needed. If there's 2 more on the back, that's okay. If I can't get through them all today, I'm not going to. I'm just going to try my best on the ones that I'm doing right now. Okay? So Sylvia weighed, all right, so we're getting to the next one. Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born, period, stop. Okay, she weighed 8 pounds when she was born. I bet you everybody knows how much they weigh when they're born, or a lot of us do, okay? By her first birthday, her weight had tripled. That's a multiplicative comparison. Do you guys know what tripled means? That's right, that means times 3. So her weight tripled since then. Okay, so if I take that, I triple it, 3 times 8, I get that. So I'm good so far, all right. Good, by her second birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. Okay, so that's just gaining 12 pounds. So it's just adding 12 pounds to that, okay. At that time, Sylvia's father weighed 5 times as much as she did. This is getting confused, a lot of information here. She weighed 5 times as much as she did. What was Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? This is a lot. And I need to find out by her second birthday how much her father and Sylvia weighed together. That's a lot to think about. So I'm just going to take it step by step, okay? And you'll hear me repeating things a lot because I'm not going to let the problem defeat me. I'm not going to let it upset me. I'm just going to go step by step, okay? So what I'm going to do is write down how much Sylvia weighed when she was born. There she is. She weighed 8 pounds, okay? Sylvia weighed 8 pounds when she was born, okay? So let's put down a little B for being born. Good. Then, keep moving on forward. By her first birthday, her weight had tripled. So if I triple this, just get 3 groups of it, right? This here will be her second birthday, right? Second B-day. Write that down. Good. Then, by her second birthday, by her first birthday, so by her second, that was her first birthday, I'm sorry. Birthday, she had gained 12 more pounds. So she just gained 12. So just add this on the end, 12 pounds. Okay, so this whole thing is how much she weighed at her second birthday. Okay? Second B-day. All right, so I'm just going to review. 8 pounds when she was born. By her first birthday, she has 3 times that amount right there. So it's 3 times 8. And then by her second birthday, she gained another 12 pounds on top of that. Okay, so this is Sylvia. Now her dad, we'll write down here, okay? Her dad is this big bar, like that big, okay? And he, well, how much did it say? 5 times that amount. Okay, so whatever this amount is, he was 5 times that. There's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so once I find out Sylvia's weight, I multiply it by 5 and I'll get Dad's weight. And then I combine those together to get how much they weighed all together. All right, I think I can do this. Let's just focus on Sylvia right now. So Sylvia, I had to do 3 times 8. So step 1, I'm gonna write that here. Step 1, give me 8 times 3. That's 24 pounds. So she weighed 24 pounds by her first birthday. Okay, there's that. Then, step 2, I'm gonna add 12 to that. So I'm gonna take 24 and add 12. Okay, so I get 4 plus 2 is 6, 2 plus 1 is 3. Okay, so by her second birthday, she weighed 36 pounds. All right, so that 36 pounds represents her second birthday right there. Awesome. Okay, I'm doing all right. So I still want to stay focused. So I found out all the way to this point here. I solved all the way to there. Now we need to figure out how much her dad weighs. And her dad weighed 5 times this amount. So we know that 36 goes here. So her dad is 36 times 5. So he's the 5 times that amount. So step 3 is 36 times 5. Right, I'm gonna switch colors here. I like when my answers are in a different color. 5 times 6 is 30, carry the 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 180. Oh, so you weighed 180 pounds. That makes sense, okay? So here, let me get this little thing here. Dad weighed 180 pounds, good. So now what I need to do is find out their combined weight. So you guessed it, a step 4. We'll talk about multi-step problems. Man. So what do I need to do now to find out that last piece? I need to add Sylvia's weight at her second birthday, which was 36 pounds, and add Dad's weight, which was 180 pounds together. You need to combine them together. That's what combine means. So I'm going to take 180 plus 36, add them together. 0 plus 6 is 6. 8 plus 3 is 11. 1 plus 1 is 2. 216 pounds. All right. It's getting a little nervous there. I was reading all this. It just kept on adding information and adding information. That's why I think drawing out this, and it helps me through it a little bit, okay? So I'm going to write this down. What was Sylvia and her dad's combined weight? Sylvia and her dad weigh 216 pounds LBS combined. You've used that word combined before, right? Like combined means put together. Okay, so combined means add. So we got that. Man, that had a lot going on, but we stayed true. We said things over and over again. We reread a bunch of times. We underlined. We said period, stop. We got a lot of work done, and we came up with this. Now, even if you didn't come up with all of these right answers, throughout all this process, if you could find pieces and parts of it, you know, you get lots of credit for that. And then you make teachers really proud when you do that, okay? All right, so let's try number 3. Okay, so 3. Okay, I'm gonna take a deep breath here. That last one took a lot out of me. All right, I'm gonna read this and stop and restate and take a look. So 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each and 1 box weighing 245 pounds were loaded onto the back of a pickup of an empty truck, period, stop. All right, there's 3 boxes, each weighing 128 pounds. Okay, that's 3 times 128, 3 group, all right. And then there was 1 more box that weighed 254 pounds. And they were loaded into the back of a truck. All right, so I get this. If I multiply this by 3, I'll get my answer. And I add that, I'll know the total weight of that. Okay. A crate of apples was then loaded onto the same truck. All right, Man, that's a lot of weight on that truck. If the total weight loaded onto the truck was 2,000 pounds, how much did the crate of apples weigh? All right. I think I know what I need to do here. I gotta multiply to find this, add that, right? Find out that total weight. Then if I then subtract, let's just work this out as we got it, okay? So let's find out the 3 boxes right here, okay? So let's write a tape diagram for that. It's 128, 1, 2, 8 times 3. That's what I'm gonna look at here, like that, right? 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 8. Let's find out this total right now, okay? I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna say step 1 is 128 times 3. I'm gonna figure that out, because I know that's right. 3 boxes weighing 128 pounds each. I can do that right away. I'm not gonna worry about the rest right now. 3 times 8 is 24. Put down the 4, and I'm gonna carry, let me change colors here. Carry the 1, the 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. All right, 384 pounds. That's how much that is. So this came out to be 384 pounds. Okay, so I figured out how much those 3 boxes weigh. I'm good. Now, another box weighing 254 pounds was loaded onto that truck. So what I want to do there is add that box to this weight. So there was another box weighing 254 pounds. Oh, that says it's backwards, 54 pounds. So I'm gonna find that total right there. So I'm gonna say step 2. Step 2, there we go. I'm gonna add these two together. 384 plus 254, right? Is that right? 54, yes. Double check my numbers. So another thing I want to do is just check to make sure I'm writing down my numbers correct. I'm noticing a lot of kids, they'll do the math right, but they wrote down the wrong numbers, right? So let's add those together to find out the total weight. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 638. So those two together is 638 pounds. Okay, so 638 pounds is there. Cool. Now, what I'm gonna do is pause this and be right back. Okay, so now what we need to do is find out, we don't know the weight of the apples, the crate of apples here, all right? So we do know that there's a total of 2,000 pounds. So 2,000 pounds is a lot. So I'm just gonna draw this huge bar or this huge piece of tape like this, okay? And say, all right, this here is a crate of apples. This is apples right here. We don't know what that is. But if I add up all the bars together, I'm gonna get 2,000 pounds. All right, and if you don't know this, 2,000 pounds is 1 ton. It's a ton. Okay, so what if I know what the total weight is here? It's 638. So if I subtract that amount, okay, so step 3, I'll do step 3 right here. I'll keep it up here. Step 3. If I subtract 2,000, the total weight that's in the truck, minus the 638, here, this one, the weight of the 3 boxes and the weight of the and this other package, I should get the weight of the apples. All right, so I got 2,000 minus 638. So what I'm gonna do is see 0 minus 8, can't do. Let's borrow from the tens. Oh boy, I can't do that either, okay? So let me borrow from the hundreds. Can't do that either. All right, so what I'm gonna do is borrow from the 2. So I'm gonna borrow 1, leave 1. Make the hundreds into 10. Cross that out, make it a 9. make the 10 into 10. Cross it out, make it 9. And then finally the ones, I got 10. So 10 minus 8 is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 6 is 3. And then 1 minus nothing is 1. So it looks like my apples come to 1,362 pounds. So I have to write that out in a sentence. No problem. So the crate of apples weighs 1,362 pounds. LBS, period. Okay, that's a lot. All right, then finally, all right, there's this one down here. It's in 1 month, Charlie read 814 pages, period, stop. Okay, so he read 814 pages in a month. I suppose that's possible, right? In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many pages as Charlie. Wow! 4 times as many as that. 4 times as many as 814 pages. So I know I need to multiply 814 times 4. And that was 143 pages more than Charlie's dad read. Doesn't really make much sense to me. So I think his mom still read 143 pages more than Charlie's dad. Okay. All right, I think I'm getting that. So what's the total number of pages read by Charlie and his parents? Again, that's a lot in that last question right there. Total number of pages. So let's just take this step by step. Let's go with Charlie. Charlie first, all right? Charlie read, so C for Charlie. Okay, there's a lot of information. I'm not gonna let it get upset. I'm not gonna let it confuse me. I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna take it step by step. In 1 month, Charlie read 814 pages. All right, there we go. I got Charlie, that's done. In the same month, his mom read 4 times as many as Charlie. Okay, I can do that, I can. So his mom read 4 times this amount. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and that's all 814. So she read 4 times that amount. Okay? So I got that. So I know how much Charlie read. Mom read 4 times that amount. So I need to know, I need to multiply this by 4 to find out the actual answer for that. Okay, I get that. I can do that. Now this next part kind of confused me a little bit. So I'm going to read it again to make sure that I understand it. Okay, so it says, and that was 143 pages more than Charlie's dad read. So it says here it was more than than what Charlie's dad read. So she read more. So dad read a lot. Okay, I'm gonna kind of go around this guy a little bit. It made a little close there. And it looks like I should make this a little dotted line. I'll do this here. All right, I should have made that little dot in the end there. Good. I need to subtract 143 pages off of what mom read to get what dad read. Okay. All right, so let's just take it step by step and then we'll get down here and figure that out. So step 1. Let me get my red out here. Step 1. Let's find out how much mom read. That would be 800. Oops, I'm way off the page. Way off the page. Let me zoom out a little bit here, okay? Step 1 is 814 times 4. I can do that. So 4 times 4 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Got that. 4 times 8, 32. And it's not 24, Caleb. All right. So this shows me that mom read this many pages, okay? Now dad read 142 less than that. All right, so I can subtract that amount. I'm doing okay, feeling more confident now that I'm actually doing the work and I'm drawing it out. So 3,256 minus 142. Oh, it's not 42, it's 43. I just double checked up here in the word problem, make sure my numbers were right. It's 143. I'm glad I double checked that. All right, a lot of times we write down the wrong numbers, and of course we're gonna get the wrong answer, right? So 43, good. All right, so let's subtract, and I can find out how much Dad read. 6 minus 3 is 3, 5 minus 4 is 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, and 3 minus nothing is 3. Oh, that was nice. No regrouping. I didn't have to borrow or anything. That's great. So this is how much Dad read. 3,133 pages. Okay, that's how much Dad read. All right, now what's the question asked me again? It says, what is the total number of pages that read by Charlie and his parents? So I have to add all of them up. All right, I can do that. So step 3 is to add them all up. Step 3, actually I'm gonna go the highest number. Mom read, I always like to put the highest number on top, even though in addition, it doesn't matter what order I put them in, I like to put the highest number on top. So Mom read 3,256 pages. And then Dad read 3,113 pages. And Charlie read 814. Now, add them all up. I want you to pay attention here. I put these numbers directly over each other in the right place value. Need to do that. It's not an option, or your answer is going to be way off, okay? So I'm going to look here in the ones column first, 6, 3, and 4. I notice 6 and 4 are friends, so I'm going to add those first. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Carry the 1. 1, 2, 3, plus 5, 8. Oh, I see 2 and 8 are friends. See that? I like that. So 2 and 8 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Good. 3 and 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. There. That's the total amount, 7,183 pages. So now I'm going to write it out. Charlie, capital C, Charlie and his parents read a total of 7,183 pages. And watch this at the end, okay? This crazy thing I'm gonna do, period, right? Ends my sentence. All right, fourth graders, nice work today. I know it was a lot of work, and I know sometimes you get kind of confused, but you really just have to work your way through it. You have to think out loud. You have to talk to yourself. You've got to reread it a couple times, and you'll be surprised how well you do. You just have to believe in yourself, okay? All right, nice job today. We will see you tomorrow.